Hello, my name is C83. Here we are again. Let's move on to the second method of color design. Cold and warm color design law. The cold and warm color design method was mentioned before. All colors. On the basis of basic laws. It is about the application of color laws. Part 2. Last time we talked about color analysis methods. Now, this may sound abstract to you, but it's very rigorous. Very scientific. It's a science. But the warm and cold color design law we are talking about today. It's that simple. And everyone learns. We put this issue. All the application color design methods are explained to you. It doesn't seem to be difficult at all. It's very simple. Just follow the content of the course I teach. You finish learning. You have it. If you are a color lover and color users, you put all the content on my interface. You can understand it. It can even be mastered and applied. Your application and learning in the future of color. There's no barrier. Okay, let's start talking about the warm and cold color design law now. The cold and warm color design method is in the color system. It's very clear. In the hue loop, you can see it. Basically, there is a color division of warm and cold regions. But only hue ring of CDS color design system. It draws a line very clearly. It is also the only one that takes warm and cold as the horizontal line. Color design system of hue ring segmentation. Okay, let's start deciphering. What is the cold and warm color design method? When doing this course design, we still use CDS. AI's too intelligent software. Make one for everyone. Interpretation of the underlying technology. I would save a lot of time this way. And the lectures were rigorous. We used the color scheme of color to deliver the goods. Quantitative analysis of color. Let me give you some auxiliary interpretations. What is the cool color design method? The idea is very simple. It's in the hue ring of the CDS. In the clockwise cool color range from K to P. Choose any few colors for color scheme comparison. Its color design style is called cool color design method. We're going to do both in this talk. One is to talk about the cool color design method first. Let's talk about the warm color design method later. Okay, here's what we're looking at. CDS color design system, independent of its interpretation characteristics. You will find its color design is very clear. So here's the line. The horizontal line of this line we know. It is a hue ring, split in two from the largest area in the middle. This part of us. The top part is called the warm color. The following part is called the cool color. This way we can know more clearly regions of color in our hue ring. And this regional division. It is for designers to better grasp the characteristics and properties of color. Properties refer to his physical characteristics, Attributes speak to the affiliation of his psychological emotions. So that's it. Personality and attributes are two completely different concepts. Okay, we'll see. We give it a conceptual interpretation of the hue ring. We call the top part warm colors. The next part is called the cool color. So that's what we're talking about. All the colors in the line from K to P. So you can intuitively know. I design with cool colors. Okay, it looks clearer now. Why clockwise? Because of CDS color theory. Only clockwise. Because all of its color coding is intrinsic. Logical. A rigorous permutation procedure. Only in this way can the color be accurately quantified. From K100 to P100. We call this way color: green, cyan, blue, purple. In this area, you can take any color, color contrast, and design. It's called the cool design method. Okay, let's do a color matching case. We are also in the lower half of KP. We chose two colors. One is a color close to P. One is a color that is close to blue. Then between these two colors, we choose its color position in the triangle. Just this location. The characteristics of this location just belong. It's called low chroma color design. So as soon as you hear this color, it's a cold color. Low chroma design method. You know the color characteristics of its color. I have a color image in my mind. It's not very colorful, but it comes in black and white. It is the part of the hue that is close to gray. And in this hue, mainly blue, may also add white and black, and a little purple. This is its main color feature. Okay, let's give it this color. Make the area color design of our CDS. It is also called the main and auxiliary point color design. Let's take a look at this color design system. How did you get the main and auxiliary points? First, we are choosing two colors among the rings. 6 colors were selected among the triangles. And these 6 colors are displayed at the bottom. Then among these 6 colors, we put these 6 colors. Save it in our main and auxiliary point color area. It forms a color scheme. This is the result of our final color scheme. This is the color scheme we see today designed by him. This is his color scheme. We have 2 coding combinations for this color scheme. One is the encoding of CDS. It is currently using CDS code. You can also use CMYK. And this part is the color scheme of our area. This is the maximum area. The rest are complementary colors. This is the color scheme of the main and auxiliary points. Okay, we just came up with a color scheme. That is, the guiding color scheme of color design. We use this scheme. Do some basic case applications. But how to do color design? How to design with keywords? How to design with themes? We will talk about it in future courses. Now, I will first make a simple color application and display. Let me show you its color effect. This is a blue one. Blue and gray. White is the core of a hotel's color style. Look. Its color is used relatively reasonably. Generally in the design, to express his wealth and luxury. A little complementary color will be added to the blue color. That's gold. Then you will see this palatial color. The same is true in fashion design. It's also blue. This is what we call cool color design. Also very beautiful and beautiful. Again, here we go. close to the color design style of this style. So is this one. So that's what we did. Some guidelines for color design in cool regions. That is, some effective color application. Okay, let's start from below. The second half of the cold and warm color scheme design scheme of this issue. Warm color design law. You can tell from the name. It is in the CDS hue ring. In the warm color area. Make a color selection. That is, in the CDS hue ring. In the clockwise arrangement of P to K. Choose colors within the warm color range for design. And its color design style is warm color style. Then why use cool colors? Why use warm colors? That's us in color design. In the final course, interpret the methodology of color design. Here we are just telling you. Color has these properties. Warm color design. We also split the CDS hue ring in two. From P to K. We call them warm colors and cool colors. And we're talking about warmth. So we are in the round order from P to K. In that case, we can choose any color in this part. We will choose a warm color design style. That's from purple to red, orange, yellow, and way. Of all the colors in these colors, make color combinations. Any combination you want, it's basically a warm color style. So we get a warm toned color design for one. Outcome and purpose. Okay, we're still using the CDS hue loop. Hue ring to make a case. One of the warm colors we've selected is R. One is the 2 hue O. In the color triangle, we chose one with the same blackness. An arrangement of linear laws. So this is the linear arrangement of our blackness laws. So this group of colors you can imagine. It's basically a transition between red and orange. The uniform color arrangement of the latter, because the answer is already told to you by sight. So you get the color scheme. That's what we're talking about. The color scheme of main and auxiliary point color. Basically, you have a general idea. The properties and appearance of color. Okay, we also use Color Scheme Express to do a color interpretation. You see, here are the 5 colors in which we got it. That's from red to orange. Then the blackness linear law chooses 5 colors. And this is what we get. These 5 colors. Color Area Guide Color Scheme. Primary and Auxiliary Point Color Scheme. We often output this picture together. Actually, this is our color-coded system. That's what we just saw. Interactive data system for color applications. Because now this data is CDS color data. You can also use CMYK color data. This will make it easier for you and others. All graphic design tools are integrated. For example, you use lots of vector and bitmap software. Can be connected. And what about this part? Is the guiding color scheme for our color area. Of course, it's you. The most important thing is to use the largest area of color, like red and orange. The rest are your complementary colors. This is the color scheme of our main and auxiliary points. Again, we use this color scheme. Let me give you some color application cases. Let's take a look. This is a very comfortable bit. Southeast Asia style. Indonesian Indian style. Some color designs in the Indian and Pakistani style. But the way they use color. The form and content of use. Very cooperative. Color characteristics that match our black scheme. That is to say, our warm color design scheme. The use of refining is incisive and incisive. The same is true in clothing. The second plan of architectural design. This is our third solution. This is our last project. So, here's our approach to color design today. The second part of the method of cold and warm color design is over. In all our color designs, we'll get to that in the end. All color laws and methods, etc. All from this book. We call it the Colored Bible. If you teach courses about our professional colors, interested in professional channels, please like and subscribe. Share a message. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much.